Tissue in here. Normally I have a paper towel. Oh, this car is a mess. I mean, it's like getting worse by the day, too. Oh, man. I gotta get stuff worked out. I mean, I've literally got mashed potatoes in here. That's crazy. Now I got some paper towels. Oh, I think they're in the back. It's alright, it doesn't matter. Hey, friends, how you doing? Hey, Ghost, Kathy Redwine, Paul, John Barton, Jacob. Hey, friends, how y'all guys doing? Portia, hey, Portia. Michigan Tim, good to see y'all guys. Hey, give me 1 second. I've got, my nose is running. I got some paper towels in the back here. I'm going to go grab real quick. I'll be right back, all right? Oh. It's like, it should be winter, but it's actually just an extended fall. Makes my nose run. Goodness. Oh, I hope you guys are doing well. I gotta get this place cleaned up. You know how it is when, like, you get important things going on in the world, and maybe they stack up and there's a few different ones and stuff, right? Y'all guys know. It's been really rough here recently, right? Thank you to everybody out there. You've really made a difference. At the same time, it's like my cleaning, my shaving, my laundry, everything winds up going by the wayside. Because when there are really, really important things, that's kind of what I concentrate on, right? And yeah, I'm one of those people, I try and devote all of my attention to stuff, you know, and try and solve the freaking problem, right? I'm a problem solver. If there's a problem, I try and solve it, right? Recently, I'm just trying to really concentrate on not, like, when there's a frustrating situation or anything, right? Use good communication or anything. I get agitated, right? It's natural for everybody to get agitated. It takes a lot to get me there because I've practiced for nearly a decade how to have good communication with people, right? And everything. Still though, it's hard not to be sarcastic or even sometimes, right? And that just makes it worse because that just makes my interactions worse and stuff. And I can't concentrate on anything except for the negative right now. I'm the kind of guy that I try and concentrate on the positive. There's a lot of positive to concentrate on, right? This isn't one of those rattled things. I'm all right in my head, all right? Everything is finally coming to a head. It's coming to the end, right? Which is, depending on what we're talking about, it can be sad. Normally all Indians are sad, unless it's the ending of pain. However, some things will persevere through that pain in hopes that we can make it okay, right? Like maybe just be strong enough, right? Make it okay. But, so I guess even the ending of pain can be sad. Because you go through enough, right? And it's like, that was one of my brothers. I'm not going to give him credits on it or anything, but one of them came up with a joke about a guy who's crossing a train track, gets his, shit, this is pretty accurate, gets his foot caught in the track, right? All of a sudden he hears a train coming and he can't get his foot out. And the train's coming around the corner. So he whips out his little pocket knife and he starts cutting off his own foot, right? And he gets just about halfway there, and the train's about 10 feet away, and he realizes he's not going to make it. So he, like, looks over at the camera, and he's like, that was senseless. I don't know. That just popped into my head. Everything is going well. Everything's going pretty good. All in the big grand total of everything. Got friends helping out a lot. Should be back on my feet pretty soon. Thanks to y'all guys. And everything. The channel is still doing well enough that I'm planning, hopefully by the end of next month, by Christmas to New Year's, to have a place of my own, right? Which will really help things. It'll make it really nice. Just trying to push through the struggle. I also, when things go wrong, so if I make a commitment, I stick to it. I don't do the logic thing that societal humans do, right? So like there's this code kind of where people can just cut and run, basically, right? It's like everybody says, I would never do this, I would never do that, but then they do, right? And then they've got a reason for it, right? And I don't vibe that way, right? And so like me, I have a few commitments that I've tried to adhere to. I made commitments and then stuff fell apart, and I'm still trying to hold to them because I just don't know how to stop, you know? Now, with that, I think that I can get my foot cut off before the train gets here. I really do. I almost got it, right? And it's still a little ways over there. I started cutting early, all right? I often think about that too. That's something I've thought about since like I was 11. There are two kinds of animals, basically, in this world that get caught in traps. Right. And it's not their physical type that is that separates them. It's their mind. It's a mindset. Right. So like most animals, you know, take a bear, for instance. If a bear gets caught in a trap, he dies. Right there. It takes a long time and it dies there with its foot, basically. You catch animals, right? That's the second kind. Fox, a wolf, a coyote. You catch Wolverine. Wolverine have actually an uncanny ability to get out of traps without having to chew their foot off, though, which is weird. I didn't even mean to bring that up, but we'll just say that they have to chew their foot off, all right? So that we can stick to the whole two types analogy. And yeah, so the second type, you know, the wolf will chew its foot off and walk away. But anyway, yeah, true story. Two different kinds of mindsets in this world. You know, you do the hard thing or you lay down and die. Yeah, everything is going pretty well. You see, my problem is that I care a lot about a couple people that are struggling, right? And I'm struggling with them. I am struggling with them. And we're struggling against each other and stuff, and that hurts, right? I need to focus on something else too at this moment. I need to be able to focus on some kind of productivity, right? It'd be nice to get up and clean my car, right? It'd be nice to do laundry. And at this point, I'm kind of there, right? It's a nerd. Yeah, I guess I've got a lot of them. Peggy Sue got married. Do you remember the movie? Nicolas Cage, I forget what the girl's name is that played Peggy Sue, but she's from the future and she goes back in time and they've already been married, right? Had 2 kids, they're divorced, he cheated, all this kind of stuff, right? She's really bitter about it all. And she is just making the guy's like 16, right? Because she traveled back in time to when they were both like 16, 17 years old. And she is still making the dude pay for it, even though he won't do that for like another 20, 30 years. So at one point, they're out and he's trying to tell her that he loves her, right? Because he doesn't know this life is going to go, right? When you're a kid, life just, you know, it's going to be great. I'm going to be president, right? He was actually going to be a rock and roll singer, wound up used car salesman. But it's pouring rain and everything. He drags her like into this greenhouse, and he's just undying love and affection, right? He's like, Peggy, right? And finally, she's like, yeah, but what about little Timmy and Sarah, right? And he's like, who is Timmy and Sarah? And finally, he's just had enough, and he drives a convertible. It's really nice. I forget what it was. It's blue. It's like metal flake blue. Really nice convertible. And he's left the top down, right? While he's in the greenhouse trying to make it okay, right? And finally, he just can't do it anymore. And he turns around and he goes, Peggy, look, I can't be the romantic in this relationship. I'm going to go save my car. And sometimes when I'm really against it, I think of that sometimes. I'm like, I really need to clean my car. Too. It's good to see y'all guys. I hope you're doing well. How's everybody doing out there? I hope that y'all guys are doing well. Sound off, right? What's up, brother Matt? Good to see you, man. Hope everything going good for you today, bro. Says Blackened. Hey, Blackened, good to see you. Yes, things are going well. They're going really well. Like I said, when we are in the lives of others and stuff, it's not always easy, right? Now, I believe in my friends. I believe in myself. I believe that we'll work it out, right? We're all going to make it, all right? Because we have that optimism and stuff. So, yeah, there's always something. I'd really like to devote to the positive because, like, today, it's a pretty positive day. There's not much bad happening. Had some really nice sausage and gravy. What do you call it? We used to call it shit on a shingle. It's country sausage, country gravy. Yeah, down here at the Loomis Quick Stop. Great place. Stop in, have some. It's all good. Whatever you get in there, right? Tell him that Matt said hey, and yeah. Hang out with my buddy and his girlfriend right now down here in Loomis. You know, Aaron and his girlfriend. And I've got, my stupid laptop. All right, so a friend is pitching in and they're going to help me get a better laptop. And it is going to take me a long time to repay them because it's a nice laptop. I wouldn't be able to afford something like this for a long time, right? So it's going to be hard. But it's in the process, right? And I really appreciate that. Appreciate all of it. But then my other laptop, the little Chromebook I got that I'm going to use for other stuff, right? Like I've got this new YouTube channel I'm going to be putting out and stuff. The other day, I erased the browser history, right? And in doing that, it erased my automatic login for the password. So because I didn't put a phone number associated with it, the password, I couldn't remember what it was. I changed it a couple of times. I could not get logged back in. And I sat there for 2 days guessing passwords and all the different kinds of like variations of the passwords I always use, and none of them worked. And so just as I put it in between two pieces of bread and do the hardcore thing of chewing it up, I Googled how do you do a hard reset on a Chromebook. It's pretty cool. You got some hotkeys you can hold down and it'll pop it up the screen to do the reset. And then today I've spent like 2 hours trying to get the dang thing restarted because you got to do the whole setup and the yes to this, the no to that, all of the stuff, right? And so I finally got that done. I'm thinking about hooking it up to this channel still. If I hooked it up so we can use it to run the original channel that's on, if I hooked it up here to this phone, our channel, we could play some music or something together. Now, Jamie is a huge part of Music Madness, so I really don't know how I would feel about playing music at all without her. She has brought so much to our channel, right? And I care about Jamie so much, So like I might try and find a way here at some point where we could do a madness with her. It'll probably be a little while though, because things are really busy and really hectic right now. Yeah, but she's doing good. The girls are doing good. From what I hear, her oldest saw some snow out in Orville where they live, up on the mountain, and got really excited, like maybe it's coming down for them. It's November, and guys, it hasn't snowed. It's like it dusted up on Chappaqua when I was there, but it has not snowed. Hey, James, how you doing? Piece of cake, brother. Keep up the good fight, brother. Piece of cake, man. Right on. Piece of cake. I'm with you. Yes. And it is I don't know if I'm going to say it's a good fight. Unless you like getting your ass kicked, right? And guys like us, maybe we do, right? So, James, maybe it is a good fight, bro. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it, I think it's a really good fight. Yeah. But no, man, I will. Piece of cake, right? And, yeah. I just need to get, like, stable for 5 minutes. Because you know how it is when you just feel totally exhausted? That's kind of where I am. It's just total exhaustion. Rebecca and little dude. Hey, guys. How are you doing? Damien, thank you so much for your automotive advice the other day. Between you and Aaron, you saved my butt, my friend. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. remember when getting kicked in the rear, you're in the lead. I love that. Damon, that's awesome. I love that, bro. Cicely, kicking ass and taking names. Right on. Or as another way I like to say is I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. True story. Patreon Nana. Yeah, hey. KK, what are you up to? Matt, please. Oh, peace to you. Thank you, KK, and the same to you. Are you elk hunting? No, Matt. Didn't get to do any hunting this year, sadly. I'm going to try next year. Like I said, by December, I should be stable. I'm hoping to be stable this December. And I don't want my years to burn out still expecting that, right? Like, I look at myself in the mirror, it's like, I'm at the age where you can tell I'm starting to get a little bit older, right? And in comparison, at least to where I was in the cabin and all, because I thought, hey, I'm just going to persevere for a couple years, be able to kick back, kind of enjoy myself, do something I enjoy and all. And man, I'm still out here, like James said, fighting the good fight, So it'd be nice, nice to have a little bit more faith that I'm actually succeed anytime soon. You know what I mean? It would be nice, because I do feel that with everything going on in my life, that little bit of optimism is wearing down. That doesn't mean I'm turning quitter, right? It's hard to have that optimism of a younger man, I guess, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of young men, they make it, right? So keep your optimism, guys, right? And as the war stretches on, find yourself behind enemy lines in a world that's changed from anything I recognize. Yeah, I'm not slowing down. It's just, I guess the idea of making it tomorrow is a little bit slow. You know what I mean? Do appreciate y'all guys. I appreciate all my friends and supporters. All the friends and supporters here locally. We got everybody at the Quick Up. Becky and Jarvis, Aaron, Jamie, her girls, lots of folks down in Orville. It's nice. And out here, my neighbors too, they always give me a thumbs up and they've got encouraging words and stuff, so that's good. I appreciate that. Haley Fly. Hey, Haley. Matt, how's the car since the repairs? Is the fuel gauge still working? No, it's not working, Haley. I'll have to drop the fuel tank to get to the gauge, but now I'm just going to start carrying a jug of gasoline in the trunk. That way, if I run out, I can just, I've at least got fuel, Hal, what you up to, Hal? I'm rooting for you, man. Thank you, Hal. And the same to you, buddy. Piece of cake. We're going to make it. Don't worry. It's not even that I'm down. I'm tired today. All right. I'm run through, right? But I'm tired at the main point. So it's going to be all right. I got this, Hal. Here in a couple days too. I'll be able to get on here and just be like upbeat and stuff, which is a lot better. Heck, this is a lot better than our past couple lives though. Right, guys? Sitting in a car that works. Everything's actually not that bad. With the couple friends I'm dealing with that there's some strife going on. I am got to a point in my head, because if I let it go much further, I'm going to become filled with strife too. Right? Already I've done my reactionary shit, right? Because we'll react instinctively, right? Especially when there's strife. I think that's natural, right? I always try and watch myself so much, because the normal people, the normal people freak me out. They don't like, stuff, but everybody has strife. But today I've been sarcastic. I'm sarcastic. I am. And I'm also kind of truthful, right? So I try to be from my perspective. But here in about 5 minutes, I'm going to try and completely turn all of that off. So strategy, right? Got to think strategy, right? The things I'm trying are not working. So I've got to change the strategy. So that means I've got to try stuff I haven't tried, right? Or at least revert back to something else, or go with the strategy that's a good losing strategy too, because like when you know you're gonna lose, at least go out flaming, right? Or like guns a-blazing, right? And so here in about 5 minutes, my strategy is going to change, and this is my new idea. I am no longer going to be sarcastic. I'm no longer going to bring up the things that others trigger with or say or whatever. I'm not going to try and do the communication where I'm working with the other person to try and solve the problem, because I don't think that's achievable. Because you're supposed to be able to talk about the problem, and then if you're dealing with 2 or 3 people, those people were supposed to remember what the other person said bothers them and then not do that anymore, right? And if that doesn't work, it's going to be difficult. So I've swapped my strategy, and I'm going to use the same strategy that I use on the haters is what I've decided. Because y'all guys have seen, I go on there and I tell them, I forgive you, right? I accept what you've got, all right? Doesn't mean I agree with it. I accept it. I'm not going to say anything back to that. I'm not going to let you emotionally trigger me anymore. And just see how that works, Like I said, I'm just dealing with 2, 3 people that I care about, and they're just, it's just a hard time. I am glad. I think I'm one of the people that focus on it, though. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to cut and run. That's what I was saying about like the idea of people in a societal way. When it's like this, then all of a sudden that's acceptable, right? And I don't go that way. I don't fly that way. And so, or just try to fix the problem. But I am tired. I feel like I'm always using my brain even when I'm resting. You know what Cicely's saying? Everybody's laughing at Cicely here. Hi, Addie. It's good to see you in here today. I'm glad that you're here. Where are you, Cicely? Ashley Light, Eric, Big R, Rebecca. How you spelled loser wrong. I love it. Aha. For the longest time, because y'all guys know I don't spell very well. I had absolutely no desire to know how to spell the word lose. That way I could literally tell somebody that I actually don't know how to spell the word. And I think that is cool. Unfortunately, I think I learned it. Back at you, Random. Blackened, laughing at Robert. Cicely to Marcia. We're in a different spot now, right now today, guys. I don't have enough fuel to be able to drive around like I have been. Kathy waving back. David Smith. Hi, Matt. You helped me when my wife passed here in Scotland in April. Keep your chin up. Absolutely, David. Glad to hear that. And again, my condolences, my friend. Yeah, keep chin up, man. Right on. Keep moving forward, Fist fight, keep your chin tucked, James Play. Thumbs up, Matt. Really appreciate it. Thank you, James. Back at you, bro. Robin Fieldler. Sometimes fixing is not in the cards. Just let that shit go and just move forward. Like I have to. Yes, it's hard. Well, Robin, yeah. That's true. Thanks for your words. You were very strong. Hope you know that. Sounds like you do, though. Sounds like you do, my friend. Hey, John. Hey, Liz. How you doing, Liz Brown? That's so cool. Carl says I am now being viewed in the Welsh Valley. That's awesome, Carl. I love that. Steven, how you doing, Steven? Steven says, hey, Matt. Matthew Lager, how old? Old enough. Michael, 223. Yep, you're looking at it, buddy. Kim Hansen, hello to you and nice to meet you. And your smile, Kim from Denmark. Thank you, Kim. How you doing, Kim from Denmark? Back at you from the good old US of A, my friend. Cowboy State out here, Washington. It's as far west as you can get before you get your boots wet, you know? Yeah. Okay, everybody's talking to each other. I'm good, Gloria. I hope for you the same. Yeah, John, there are a lot of Browns, my friend. Yeah. Toll down. Hi, boy. Cool name. Hi, boy. Says, what's up, homie? Living the dream, homie. Just living the dream out here, you know? Piece of cake, man. Got prayers going out for David. Right on. Mike Newkirch, how you doing, Mike? It's good to see you today. What's up, Matt? Haven't seen you for a bit. How you doing, brother? I'm doing good, Mike. I've had some stuff I've been taking care of. Yeah, and every now and then I just have to take a day for myself, kind of like, I like to be on here with y'all guys when I'm feeling it, you know? And so some slower days, or if there's a lot going on or something, I like to take a break every once in a while. It's good to see you, bud. Right on. Shout out to Robert. Hey, Brenda Lee. User BM8QN1IM6Y. Hey, user, how you doing? Let me give you a heart and like. Think user might be one of our silent observers, guys. Dropped in $5, bought a comment, said nothing. Appreciate you, user. Thank you for being here. This channel is literally made possible by support from donations by viewers like you. And also, I like getting to see your name and stuff too, because not hearing from the silent watchers, I go on about this all the time when I see one of y'all guys, you know. But it's just nice to get to see you, because part of this is I like to get to know y'all guys, you know. Hey, Michelle. Every day is a new day, bro. Right on. I agree with that. Some days I feel like I'm waking up living the same day. And don't you hate it how some days life or people in life just won't let it be a different day? You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I just don't give a fuck about what happened yesterday, the day before, 3 days ago, 5 minutes ago. You know, how about we just stop this shit and move on? You know what I mean? 'Cause so many people get tied up on the this, the that's, and the others. And at the same time, in my opinion, don't learn from the this, that's, the others. So it's like, honestly, if I'm going to talk about something for 4 or 5 hours, I damn sure better learn something from it that I can apply to the future. Otherwise, yeah, so real quick way to piss me off, tell you the truth, is I don't like that. I think a lot of us are that way, though. Oh, sorry, Daniel. So I'm probably going to get shit over this, too. Being grateful is seeing what is there instead of what isn't there. Right on, Cicely. Right? Or what's there in the moment and might not be there in the next. You know what I mean? Right on. Thank you, Rebecca. Chaz Corbett yesterday. Concentrate on the future. Right on. I'm there with you, man. I'm there with you. Right on. Hal, Hal says, the realist Brown. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I try to be. I don't have much for being fake. I was fake most of my life, you know. Like, I don't mean like the show and stuff. I just mean that I had a fake idea of who I am and everything. And nowadays, I like to think that I know who I am, even the parts of me that I would rather be somebody else, you know. Eric, 1981. Hey, Eric. Hello from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Hey, Rio. How you doing, my friend? We'll make it down your way one of these days. Yep, I am. We'll sit on the beach out there or something. Yeah, all right? Right on. Does Zane knock knock? Cool name to Zane. I like hearing you curse. Me too, you know? Right on, yeah. I like that y'all guys enjoy that too, because the show is always so PG, right? It's like hearing Mickey Mouse say the F word or something. Or Gilligan. I feel more like Gilligan. Gilligan walks up, he's like, fuck, Skipper, what do you think we should do? That'd be a good episode right there. Shit, little buddy, I don't know. Let's see what the professor has to say. Professor's like, hey, fuck it. What do you want for nothing, right? Y'all guys make me feel better. You do. Yeah. And a buddy of mine once says, or has said since I knew him, right? His wife is one hell of a character, but I still consider him a friend. Little burn right there. He says, I don't know how I'm going to win. I just know I'm not going to lose. And, yeah, that's a soldier talking too. That's a real soldier. So, piece of cake. Oh, somebody liked that. Right on. Mike Nukerich. The professor always tried getting Ginger. Hey, right? Yeah. No, bro, I think the professor probably got Ginger, man. Yeah, you know, I'm just saying, right? All right, they seem like a couple to me. Boy, he's moving. I don't know if I'd drive that fast with a propane tank the size of a house on the back of my truck. Dang, that guy was flying. Nerds! I mean, Angie, how you doing? You'll always be nerds to me. I just want you to know that. I hope that doesn't bug you, but you will always be nerds to me. Anne says, man, Gilligan's Island is my favorite show of all time. You just scared me. Ha ha ha. Love it, Ange. I scared myself, my friend. How are things going, Britta? Yep. Hey, Britta, I didn't see you in here. Anton, Alaskan Bush people. How you doing, Matt? I'm doing well, Anton. Tired, you know. It's been a long couple of days. Besides that, I'm doing all right. You know, I'm going to face it the way you do, you know? Who's that? Somebody's waving. Felicity. Hello, Felicity. That's a very pretty name. No, I got plenty of sleep last night, but I feel like I could just lay down and go to bed right now, to tell you the truth, guys. That's like, mental exhaustion is a real thing. Are you from Alaskan Bush people? Says Matthew Trist. Yes, Matthew, I was a long time ago. Hey, Libert. Anton, thank you for replying, Matt. I watched them all, but not seen any from you for ages. Hey, well, it's cool to have you here, Anton. Thanks for being part of the adventure. Thanks for coming out and having fun with us and sharing the adventure. It was a very big part of my life, my friend. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It wasn't always easy, but you know what? I think the struggle increases the fullness of life, you know? Thunder Ones. Matt, do you still hunt? I haven't in a while. I do. I just haven't in a while. I was just talking that to another friend a minute ago. I'm going to try to next year. I'm hoping next year will be stable. I've been like flipping and flopping and playing the survival game for a very long time now, for a very, very long time. Even when I've been stable, it was only a mirage. You know, so this is where I am right now. But I'm gonna be hunting next year. Yeah, we'll shoot for next year. Qual talking to Pete. John, hey John. Oh damn, haven't seen you in ages. Hope you're doing well. What happened? Oh, what have you been doing? I've been Jason. Yeah, I've been surviving, Jason. I've been surviving. I've been working on this YouTube channel, trying to make it it's not just a YouTube channel. It's something that we do out here that actually makes differences in people's lives, which because who would think that by being each other and relate to each other and just get a slap on the back every once in a while from somebody in the chat, right? Y'all guys this built this beautiful little community here of people, and it's just now with y'all guys support and everything started making enough income that it would be stupid for me to stop and go buy groceries, basically, but it's taken no guys, right? We're working on year 5. We're going to be working on year 5 when the calendar rolls over. Yeah. I think it's taken 4 solid years out here to do it. And so it's just about perseverance, hard work, a little bit of stupidity, Yeah. Because stupid sometimes. That's one of my friends and we always say, because when I say stupid, it's not self-deprecating. I'm not like I can't learn or something like that. It's simply that where smart people would quit and go do something else. I don't possess those mental faculties. And so it's make it or die, right? Go home or bust. Yeah, home or bust, however the word it is, right? Well, I said I'm tired, but I'm living the dream. See, that's the thing too, because I don't want y'all guys to ever feel sorry for me, right? Because my life is a trade-off. And so it's there are a lot of things that I don't do that I wouldn't want to do, right? But then in order to fulfill that, there are a lot of things I have to do in order to not do those things, or in order to do other things, right? And so it's a trade-off, and it's not easy. I tell you, most of the time it's not easy. It gets easier because practice, even now, I'm pretty sure it's the end of the world. Whenever, the end of the world pops up, I can relate on my survival skills and knowledge of things I've come through in the past. So I'm well, I made it through that. I'll make it through this, right? It's another thing I don't like is when people talk about the end of the world. And it's not like some major pet peeve, but it's a realization I had because I'm old enough that I've lived through a few of the ends of the world, right? I remember, what was it? Y2K, Nostradamus. I was there when the Mayan calendar ran out. Sounds like Blade Runner all of a sudden. We shouldn't talk. I don't think we should think that today is the end of the world or that the end of the world is going to be in a week. I think that we should respect the fact that for a lot of people, today is the end of the world. And that's just something that dawned on me not long ago. Yeah. But I survive my end of the world as often as I can. Well, I don't guess as often as I can. I guess every time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here in the Interceptor talking to you. That's another thing, too. I don't remember who said it. But we can at some point in life, and I think a reason that at some point, all of us, we get to an age where it's admirable. Because just by still being here and walking around, you know that we have survived everything that life has thrown at us. And we're still here. You know what I mean? That's just some cred that I think we earn at some point. Ashley Light. Matt is not on Facebook. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, no Facebook, guys. Only YouTube. Yep, just like, right on. It's like Ashley's saying. Live life like you're dying. Right on, Damon. We are dying. Just some of us are dying slower than others, but we are all dying at a pretty consecutive rate per day. And I try and do that too. What I try and do, I know I've talked to you about it. I'm sure you've heard me say it. and live my life. Like this morning, I woke up as 80 years old, maybe a little older, right? I'm not going to be doing great when I'm 80, guys. Let's just face it, all right? Life's been rough. So I woke up as 80 years old, eating mush through a straw. Knees hurt. I'm watching probably Gilligan's Island for the 1000th time. Shout out, Ange. Or Fred Flintstone. I could see that too. And all of a sudden, I was given the opportunity to go back to one random day from my youth, right? And today is that day. And if I were, then no matter if it was a good day or a bad day or a terrible day, it'd be a wonderful day, right? Because I get to do it again. And this morning I was 80, just about kick it, And so, yeah, that's right on. Yeah. I try to, pushing buttons. That's how people accidentally get blocked. Cicely says, I feel older than dirt. I'm about ready to be recalled. Yeah, right. I think I got recalled last week. Somehow I just fell through the cracks. Tim, how you doing, Tim? Hey, Matt, you always were my favorite from the show. Boston, Massachusetts here. Shout out Boston from Washington out here, my friend. Central Washington. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being there for the adventure. Mike Newkrid says, I like watching the original Batman and the original Superman on Sunday night. That's awesome, Mike. Yeah, they were pretty good, weren't they? Yeah, definitely unique. Anne says, yay, Gilligan's and Fred Flintstone. Right on, Ange. Right on. Haha. I'm going to try and come out later and call you, okay? Like I said, I'm really, really tired, so I might not make it. If I don't hold it against me, all right? But I do want to come out and talk to you, okay? Kobem says, hey, brah, what's wrong with the... Dude, come on, man. Jump on into the conversation. Tell me how your life is, man. How are you doing? You doing all right, brah? Granny Pamstein. Hey, Granny. I see my dad struggle at 85. Please enjoy every day. Right on, Granny. Yeah, I do. That's, even though it's a hard day, on the hard days, I still enjoy them. I do. So I just been through so much, like I wasn't going to make it, right? That's why I fight so hard to help the other people out there who are in the grips of addiction, right? I was the one that wasn't going to make it. And some people can do it for 40, maybe 80 years. Maybe it's just a life thing, right? But I mean, I was dead, and I've been almost dead a few other times too. And so, yeah, live every day. Piece of cake. Chaz, I got ADHD, so I can't concentrate that great. That's all right, man. Just means that you can do multiple things at once, probably, right? And also like that, you know what they don't tell us? I got to do this disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, not a scientist. I don't hold any paper licenses, nothing. Just a dude out here talking about my own experiences and what I think I've read off of the internet, basically, and experienced myself in seminars. When it comes to the brain, no matter how the brain functions, it can be wired in a different way. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to sit down and read a book and have a cup of tea. However, anything that we do, right, and I'm not talking about you specifically, but just anything that we do, we wire a different set of neurons and stuff in our brain, because every time that we do something, it fires an electric impulse across our brain through like different sectors and stuff. And every time it fires, it makes that connection stronger, right? Also, a desire to do something is big, right? Like me, if I love something, if I really am interested in something, I can learn it. If I'm not, dude, I don't care. I could sit there for days and weeks and I still wouldn't be able to retain any of it, man. Eddie, talking to Sally, Joyce, hey Marcia. All right, guys, I gotta go pretty soon. Brenda, hang on. I'm not weird, right? I can't concentrate on one project at a time. I'm doing a bunch of projects all at the same time. Right on, Brenda. Yeah, you weird? No. You rock. After this, I'm going to try and call one of my friends, and shit, I just can't fucking think about how, like, it would just be nice if we were all right. You know? You ever have somebody like that in your life where it just hurts really bad to know that, like, we're not going to be all right? I'd just like to be able to call them and say, hey, how you doing? Old time kind of shit, you know? There'd be wrong with that. Remember, I'm emotional like this, or it's a charged video. I normally don't keep it, guys. I do keep them. I keep them, but I just turn them private, you know, because it's like we can sit here in the interceptor and talk like this, you know, but there's a difference in us sitting here in the interceptor talking about something deep or heavy or whatever, sharing a moment, than there is like putting on a VCR tape and handing it to somebody, you know, here, make sure everybody here, watch this during the game at the bar, right? Whatever, you know. So sitting here with you like this is one thing. And I just feel like crap. I feel exhausted. I feel tired. Not in a bad way. Don't worry about me. You don't have to worry about me. I hate it when people worry about me. I always survive. But I do. I feel tired. And those are the moments, too, when I'm dealing with other people and stuff that I've really got to be careful, because those moments of fatigue make it harder to keep crap together, you know. I'm really good at keeping my crap together. Like I said, I'm sarcastic. And lots of times I'll call it like I see it. I mean, there's no rule in the world that says you gotta be nice. If somebody calls me nice, I don't like it. That ain't a compliment, right? But you don't have to be mean. I try not to be mean, but there's a borderline, right? Sarcastically honest from my perspective or my point of view, and not really, yeah, let's just say, yeah, you know, I don't know. But I'm going into it from here on out, like I told you a minute ago, the same way that I deal with the haters. There is nothing you can say, do, etc. that's going to piss me off from here on out. All right? I forgive you. Maybe you could forgive me too. And this is part of my life too, like it or not. I don't care. You know, that's like, you don't want me doing this, you don't want to be part of this, then don't be part of me. You know what I'm saying? And I tell everybody that when it starts too. You know, y'all guys don't know my friend, so it doesn't matter. But they seem to think that you do. So I get all this shit about talking about it out. I'm like, did I call you out? See, that's what I'm talking about. Some people are a little hypersensitive, because that was with sarcasm, right? But I mean, come on, can't you take it? I can. But it's like, look, the only thing that bothers me is if I tell you there's something that bothers me, and you tell me there's something that bothers you, then two people, a group of people, any people who are trying to work something out, take a note of that, and they stop doing it, right? They find another way, because that's what a team is. That's what problem solving is. That's what negotiation is. And I didn't spend goddamn 10 years of my life learning problem solving and negotiation and like de-escalation to think that I don't know anything, you know. I don't have a problem getting along with most people in life. I get along with almost everybody. I can get along with some very volatile people. Y'all guys don't know some of my friends. Like we say, I like to say mentally divergent, right? I am mentally divergent. Some of my friends are very mentally divergent. I get along with them just fine. Can't believe the day is already rolling. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, my God. What time did I get up? I got up at like 6:30. It's not even noon. Oh, my God. No blasphemy. Sorry. It's only 11:30 a.m. I have nothing to do. I'm on survival mode. It's 11:30. See, I'm like Brenda, and what was your name, bro? Shoot. I forget who else said it about the ADHD. I do 12, 13 things at a time. I don't believe in labels. I don't label myself. If I label myself, then people are going to hold me out. They're going to be like, oh, no, dude, that guy's ADHD, blah, 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 right? Or whatever. And I just say, like, I like to work on 12 things at once, right? I can sit down, I train my brain, I can do one thing at a time, and I can do it for hours. I'd rather not think about one thing constantly. And I've been thinking about this one thing constantly for months while still trying to do other things. And it's just gotten to a point in my brain where it's trying to dig its way out. You know what I mean? I just want to sit down and watch a movie and enjoy it, not be thinking of some other impossible to fix problem, work on my computer, make this new YouTube channel that I'm excited about, write a book on philosophy, doodle something, clean my car. Peggy, I can't be the romantic all the time. I gotta save my car. Well, everybody who just dropped in recently is like, who's Peggy? Peggy's the girl, right? It's a movie. It's just, don't pay attention to me. It's just a movie. Okay. What we got? We've almost been on for an hour. We're at 52 minutes here. Let me pull down battery here. 69%. Yeah. I am running it through my head, some of the abstract ideas. Because when life gets too much sometimes, like all of everything, I have learned from the past that, like, there's something that we haven't thought of. And it's something that will change everything, right? And so that's the abstract problem solving that I talk about all the time that I enjoy. And so sometimes my brain will flip over like that, and I can start thinking of some really weird solutions, some very creative things that, like, you might not think of, right? And then at some point, and I don't want them to lock me up for this, it's, too mentally divergent. At some point, though, I might select one of those very abstract fixes and do it. And what I'm saying is, tomorrow morning I might be doing a live from, like, sunny beaches of Florida. I might be down in Mexico for all I know. I'm down there with my buddy Alan and the rest of my friends down there in, Jenny and the Drop Bears, right? Yeah, it's like, hey guys, we're in Tasmania, right? They're in Australia, but we'll definitely jump over to Tasmania if we're down there. And New Zealand, I got friends in New Zealand, right? It's like, how do you get there? You're like, you don't want to know. Or I don't know. Yeah. Life will find a way. Piece of cake. Okay, I gotta get some energy. I'll get back, I drink some coffee. Maybe I'll do something fun. Let's see. There's not much to do, honestly. I don't feel like going camping. I've lost so much weight over these past few months, guys. I just don't have it to burn anymore. I mean, Even all my punch muscles and stuff are starting to drop. Stress will do that. Stress and constantly having to roll in anything and then saving money on food, right? Man, person should not have to save money on food. Are we really one of the richest nations on earth if there are so many of us out there saving money by not buying food? You know what I'm saying? Anybody else out there think, maybe we could do something about that, Let's cut something here or there. I'm sure there's something. And let's just, I don't care what we gotta do. Just like, maybe we make it where people can feed themselves and house themselves. And we'd have a lot more happy people, probably, which would probably be more productive people, which would probably be able to go get a job, right? And be happy doing the job. And then all of a sudden, what you got? You got an economy, right? Who was it? A chicken at every pot, right? He went out and he did the roads and stuff. It was like 1950s-ish. I remember? I don't remember, but like I heard stories of it. Yeah, guy was like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fix the American economy. They're like, how are you going to do that? He goes, we're going to build roads. Guy's like, where are you going to get the money? He said, I'm going to pull it out of the vault right over there. We're going to have a chicken in every pot. Everybody's going to eat. And we got good jobs for everybody too. Man, it's a fucking heyday. Yeah, maybe we concentrate on something like that. Be cool. Don't get me started. It's almost lunchtime. I got a $2 Crispito waiting for me. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. It's like, yeah. I think it's great though. Sometimes I get there. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm done with my pity party. It's time to go do something productive. Let's get up and go do something productive. So one thing I try and do is I try and put money back into the economy through my channel here. I don't know if I've told y'all guys. I think I have. I buy local. So when I pull revenue out of cyberspace here and they pay me my check, I go and I put it back into the town where I am. And one thing I've been trying to do for a while is find people who seriously want to do YouTube too, right? Because like that's a good way to make jobs, but it hard work at the same time, I mean, I don't know if it's road building hard, but you do have to be perseverant for like 3 to 4 years. That's another thing. Like if y'all guys, and it's fun too. If there's something like you're into or something, I would definitely recommend YouTube. Because we're going to be around in 3 years anyway. So a little bit of diligent work towards something that I know you would enjoy. If you've got a passion for it or something, or you've got a unique idea or something like that, shoot it out here, throw it into the community here. And let's make a YouTube channel, right? Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Okay, I gotta go let my friend kick me in the head real good for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go try and find some kind of distraction. Yeah, that sounds like an idea. I would go get my fishing license, but I don't even feel like fishing. I just feel all yuck. Definitely don't feel like going home and laying down there. It's like, I mean, there aren't many good choices right now, to tell you the truth. It does not feel like November. I mean, look around. Guys, you're in northern Washington. Like, where are we? 20 miles away from the Canadian border? Jamie lives 4 miles away from the Canadian border. They don't have snow either. I was talking to her just a few minutes ago about that. And her girl just got all excited because there's snow on top of the mountain, I would run in and kick it with her, man, I gotta do me right now. That's the whole point. I get on my feet stable. I just need to get stable on my own. I'm not the kind of guy that can float on everybody else forever, I mean, hopping from one couch to the next for a couple months here and there, that's one thing, right? Because I'm still buying my own food, mostly fed me a couple times, Dude, one thing about Aaron, that man can cook. He did a green bean casserole the other night that was better than anything I've had in a restaurant. I think he thought I was joking or just being nice or something. His green bean casserole was freaking amazing. It was so good, right? Gave me this big old plate, ham, 3 rolls, casserole. What else was on there? I can't remember, but man, it was good. Oh, squash. He had this big old squash. I don't even know what kind of squash it was, but it's the ones with the really hard shell and the lines running through it. Had to cut it with a freaking hacksaw. Served it on a bowl with like this sweet sauce stuff in there. Oh, stop. Yeah, I'm getting really hungry now. All right, I'm out of here, guys. So, whatever you're going through, that's why I like sharing with you. Because, like, I think we're all having hard times every now and then. Maybe not all of us, right? Quentin Tarantino said, the fewer definitive a person makes in their life, the less likely they are to look foolish when they look back, right? He actually said retrospect, but I like to say looking back. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I think a lot of us go through hard times. I think that a lot of, like, and from what y'all guys share, you know, I kind of know that. That's why I do this with y'all guys and try to just be real, you know, because it's all right to have a bad day. It's all right to have a bad couple months. It's all right to not know what to do. It's all right to have strife or be sad. It's just not all right to quit. That's the only thing that's not all right. Don't quit, because you're worth it. You're a good person. You got one. This is your one experience. Keep going. All things shall pass. It'll get better no matter what's going on. You know, it's a piece of cake, man. Roll this cigarette and get the hell out of here. Could go for a drive, but I mean, seriously, I can't. I gotta be responsible. Doesn't mean responsible suck. Who would have ever thought me responsible? I mean, yeah. And I was telling Aaron the other night all the things I was voted most likely to do or not do, by the way. And yeah, be responsible was never really on there. No, not really. I'm glad to see most of the leaves are falling off these dang orchard trees. It just freaks me out looking over at them, and it still looks like fall in the middle of or late November. I'm like, nah, that's something's messed up right there. I would talk about the changing weather patterns, but they'll get me for that. It's the one and only thing that they watch me real strict here on this side. The algorithm that runs weather patterns, they're good. I tell you, they're great. Yeah, I don't even bother. I write a book when it says. All right. I can get my ass kicked a little bit more. I have not yet begun to get my ass kicked. I got plenty more ass kicking in my eye. In my engine, my tank, whatever you want to, I don't know, dude. I mean, seriously, like I said, yeah, my name's Brown. That's not, you know. Never give up, never surrender. Like I said, the only thing that's not all right is quitting. Don't ever quit. Piece of cake. Try and come out later and talk to you if I make it. And like I said, I want to give you a call and all. If I get back and I just feel like total crap and stuff, I might call you tomorrow, all right? So I just thank you for being there. Big thanks to Breaker, our other two moderators. Giant thanks to y'all guys. Solid Golds, the Silent Observers, all of y'all guys. You're all gold in my book. Bye.